And now we'll hear from the gentleman from California, Mr. Sherman.
Thank you. Most entities will eventually work in their own interest. Patriotic speeches and appeals to patriotism only go so far. This is an industry that gave AAA to Alt-A and is as responsible for where we are now as anyone else playing on Wall Street. Two things create the self-interest. The industry is picked by the issuer and believes it cannot be sued by the investor. One of those two things needs to change. Now, the public accounting firms are picked by the issuer, but they're subject to lawsuits. The auditing firm that audited WorldCom doesn't exist anymore. And in the old days, they were general partnerships, so 100% of all the partners' personal equity would be gone. That provided even more incentive to provide for a good audit. If we're not going to force the firms to renounce any First Amendment arguments as a condition for doing business on Wall Street, then we need to end the system where they're picked by the issuer. Otherwise, there will be a race to satisfy the issuer by providing the highest ratings to the issuer, and we'll get AAA on Alt-A. It won't be mortgages next time. It'll be some other kind of bond, and we'll be back here in another economic crisis. We don't allow the pitchers to pick the umpires. If we did, the strike zone would go from the ground to well above the head. We cannot allow the issuers to pick the bond rating agencies or the credit rating agencies unless we're going to then bring in trial lawyers with instant replay cameras. That would assure that the umpires wouldn't cater to the pitchers if they were subject to lawsuits and instant replay. But one of those two things needs to change, or the fear of God will prevent us from being in this situation with mortgages for a few years, but we'll be back here in another semi-depression with some other kind of credit instrument. I yield back.